Hello everybody, Tim Manning here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about what is B2B e-commerce. So make sure you stay tuned. So there, and I'm going to try to keep this video short, but there are definitely several stages, traditionally speaking. Now there are quite a few industries that are contributors to the disruption phase of just e-commerce in general. So I'm not going to get into those specifics in this particular video, but I want to talk about the traditional route prior to that disruption. Okay. Now, typically, when you're talking about e-commerce, I want to kind of talk about the traditional phase of just product in general. Okay, usually you have now this may vary depending on whether you're national or international. So if your product is primarily national, meaning that it's within a country like the U.S. and you don't do any imports, it may vary if I'm actually talking to somebody that's international, meaning that they manufacture overseas, but they have customers outside of their domestic area. Okay, so the actual process may vary a little bit depending on what your situation is. But if you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave them below. So usually it starts with the manufacturer, right? Whether it's domestically or internationally. And for this, just for sake of time, I'm going to stick with the domestic in this video. Start with the manufacturer, and then you go to a usually it is a wholesaler. Okay, so usually and depending on the business model, but usually it goes from a manufacturer to a wholesaler. Now, in some cases, uh, manufacturers are going directly to, I'm sorry, the distributor will go directly to the manufacturer, right? And then the distributor will actually enlist wholesalers. Okay, and the wholesalers will go on to the retailers. That's just a basic breakdown. But that particular process may change. I wouldn't say may change, but it has other particular roles in there that can alter the process, especially if you're international. For instance, you have what you call agents in the international cycle. Oh, excuse me. You have what you call agents. So the agents are people that will be representatives of. They could be representatives of a few different parties, and I'm not going to get into that in this particular video. But you also have what you call importers, people that buy product at a in a large quantity, right? And then they're usually distributors or wholesalers will contact the importers, and then go to the retailers from there. So there are quite a few different roles, but the main roles, if you're domestic, are manufacturer, the distributor, the wholesaler, and then the retailer. Of course, usually the retailer is the one selling the product, so that would be considered B2C. But the B2B are the roles that are prior to um, the the process prior to the B2C. Hopefully that makes sense. So just make sure you leave a comment, questions below if you have them. Subscribe to this particular channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.